This is your daily news report as of Monday, May 3rd. We're going to cover the tax refunds for people that received unemployment income last year. The amount of people participating in the stock market and borrowing money to put into the stock market is at record levels. A lot of people are saying that this is causing a bubble and that the stock market is going to crash. The US-Mexican border situation is improving dramatically. The White House says children being held by border protection has now dropped by 84%. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen says that we need to find a way to pay for the $4 trillion spending plan. Many politicians are saying tax the wealthy and tax the corporations, but other politicians are saying that that's going to backfire and that's going to make the situation worse. Regarding COVID-19, the Dean of Brown University School of Public Health said, "I think we can confidently say the worst is behind us." The city of Basel in Switzerland is offering homeless people a free one-way ticket to any other European country if they sign a contract that says that they will not return. The US extended our deadline to get our troops out of Afghanistan from May 1st to September 11th. The Taliban is upset about this and they're threatening to attack us. This is your Monday news, and I hope you're having a very nice day. I want to give you more information about the tax refunds for unemployment income. I need to clarify the amount of how much money you're going to get back because a lot of people are misunderstanding the situation. So this is what happened. First, the IRS said that all your unemployment income is going to be taxable income. So all of it's going to be taxable. And then millions of Americans, they filed their tax returns. And then out of nowhere, they changed the rule where the first $10,200 of unemployment income would be tax-free, which is good, but millions of people, they already filed their tax returns. So for the people that already filed their tax return before the change happens, the IRS is saying that they're going to correct the situation for you and that in most situations, you're going to get back a bigger refund. However, a lot of people are misunderstanding the situation. You are not going to get back $10,200. The IRS is saying that they're not going to tax you. They are not going to tax you on your first $10,200. They're not saying that you're going to get $10,200 back. The IRS estimates that the average tax refund from this correction is going to be about $1,000. The IRS, they're going to start processing these tax refunds this month in May. They're going to start processing payments for single people first. After that, the IRS, they're going to start processing tax refunds for married people. This whole process is going to start this month, but it's going to be ongoing through the summer. According to JP Morgan Chase and the Federal Reserve, the average household has 41% of their assets in the stock markets. This is the highest percentage it's ever been at. And the Federal Reserve has been tracking this information since 1952. And the amount of people borrowing money to buy stocks is at record levels too. According to FINRA, margin debt, which is borrowed money to buy stocks, has now increased to $800 billion. Back in 2010, it was at $280 billion. People are saying they feel like they have no choice but to put their money in the stock markets. The common complaint is that if you leave your money sitting in cash in the bank, then the interest rates are so low that you're going to be losing to inflation. Therefore, people are turning to the stock markets. But analysts are saying that this is creating a bubble. They're saying this is exactly what happened right before the stock market crashed 21 years ago. But other analysts are saying with the booming economy, the stock market is going to continue going up. In political news, the situation at the US-Mexican border is improving dramatically. Thousands of children, they were being held by border protection. The children say the holding centers are filthy, overcrowded, moldy, the majority didn't have beds, they didn't get enough food or even water, and they didn't see daylight for days. The White House says the children being held in these facilities has now dropped by 84%. President Biden said, "It's way down now. We've now gotten control." The Department of Health and Human Services, they opened up temporary shelters to accommodate the children, which is why there's been a substantial decrease. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen said on Sunday that Congress needs to identify how the government is going to pay for President Biden's $4 trillion spending plan. Yellen wants to increase taxes on the wealthy and use that money to give the middle class tax cuts and invest in the economy. The current game plan is to raise corporate taxes, raise tax rates on the wealthy, and raise taxes for wealthy people making money in the stock markets. But all Republicans in the House and in the Senate are expected to vote against this tax increase. Republican Senator Susan Collins said, "Let me tell you what I will not support. I won't support American businesses paying the highest corporate tax rate among developed countries in the world. Jobs would go overseas." The Democrats, they want to raise the corporate tax rate to 28%. The average corporate tax rate in Europe is 21.7%. The corporate tax rate in China is 25%. According to a study by the National Association of Manufacturers, they're saying that if the corporate tax rate increases to 28%, then we're going to lose 1 million jobs in the first 2 years. And this is not just a concern for the Republicans. Conservative Democrats are saying that this tax increase, it may be too much. They're saying that a big tax increase, it might slow down the economic recovery, which may hurt them in the 2022 midterm elections for the House and in the Senate. Regarding the COVID-19 news, the Dean of Brown University School of Public Health, Dr. Ashish Jha, said, "I think we can confidently say the worst is behind us." Jha says the country has reached a real positive turning point. The Johns Hopkins University says the COVID-19 death rate is at its lowest point of the year. According to the CDC, more than 100 million Americans are fully vaccinated. 145 million Americans have received at least one dose of the vaccine. That is 44% of the population. Experts are saying that we need 70% to 85% to reach herd immunity. But you need to remember that 70% to 85%, that includes people that got infected with COVID-19 and have antibodies. If you remember, UK Biobank, they did a study on 20,000 participants. They reported that 3 months after infection, 99% of people still had antibodies. After 6 months, 88% of people still had antibodies. People are now reporting that antibodies last more than 1 year after infection. In current events, the city of Basel in Switzerland is offering homeless people a free one-way ticket to any other European country if they sign a contract that says that they will not return. The deal is they get a free one-way ticket and $22 in cash, and they can't come back. City officials say if they violate the contract, then they're going to get deported. Switzerland has a zero-tolerance policy against homeless people. In 2014, they issued a $547 ticket to someone that was begging on the streets, which is illegal. That person could not pay the ticket, so they were sent to prison. The European Court of Human Rights, they said that that's inhumane. So Switzerland overturned their decision, and they released that person, and they gave them $1,108. The original deadline to get our troops out of Afghanistan was May 1st. President Biden, he pushed back the deadline to September 11th. The Taliban is not happy about this. So the Taliban is threatening to attack the US and NATO. The Pentagon is preparing for possible Taliban attacks on the US. This weekend, the Taliban captured an Afghan military base in the Ghazni province and killed 17 soldiers. They also did a vehicle bombing in another province that killed 25 people and injured 60. And I wanted to leave you with an interesting fact. A lot of people, they underestimate the power of adding a little bit extra to your mortgage payments, if you can. Let's say you have a $250,000 mortgage for 30 years. If you pay an extra $100 a month, you're going to save $20,600 in interest, and you're going to pay off your home in 26 years instead of 30. If you pay an extra $300 a month, you're going to save $47,000 in interest, and you're going to pay off your home in 21 years. If you pay an extra $500 a month, you're going to save $64,000 in interest, and you're going to pay off your home in 17 years. That's the news for today. If you enjoyed today's report, please be sure to subscribe. I thank you for your support, and I wish you a very nice day.